Major League Baseball welcomes you to the following presentation of the San Diego Padres.
Yesterday, the Rockies were no match for the Reaper as Mason Miller earns his National League leading 28th save as part of a 3-1 win over the Rocks and a sweep of the two-game set. We welcome you back to San Diego and to Petco Park for Bucket Hat Giveaway Night. It's also game one of a four-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres. Jackson Merrill this season against San Francisco in 6 games, 360 with 2 doubles, 2 homers, and 6 runs batted in. The former Padre, Luis Arraez, this season a .331 average that leads the majors. 135 hits, that's second in Major League Baseball. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo along with Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres Baseball, presented by Major League Baseball. Well, yesterday we got to see the pitching committee for the Padres, and they held the Rockies to just 1 run.
You know, they spread the love around yesterday, and it goes to show you that good pitching will be good hitting. Although the Rockies kind of struggling this year, no doubt, but still, they showed some progress. Kyle Hart's been throwing the ball well, 2 2/3. The big key here as I look at these pitchers, Griffin Canning trying to solidify himself in the rotation. He went a solid 3. And then matchups along the way. This is what gets you down into the stretch, into the playoffs, if you get there, to have these pitchers pitch successfully.
Tonight, J.P. Sears is the opener in Game 1.
Well, he's making his 6th start, and we're going to compare some outings for John Patrick Sears. The last appearance, 3 1/3, only 1 hit, no earned runs. He struck out 3. The location of the fastball is very, very key, hence only 1 walk. How about the last 4? Bigger sample size, 17 2/3, a nice ERA right around 2, and the whip. Not a lot of traffic on those base paths with a .85 whip for JP.
So the San Francisco Giants are here, and they are likely going to be sellers at the trade deadline. Tonight, Robbie Ray is a guy that everybody's interested in.
Oh, pitching wins games down the stretch to get you in the playoffs, and a guy, the veteran, Robbie Ray, making his 21st start. Lowest ERA since May 31st. Mizraowski, Milwaukee. He is doing a stellar job at 1.29, and then there's Griffin. Then Robbie Ray tonight, a 1.71. Dylan Cease, Sale, all these guys having stellar years. And the big key, 3 starts against the Padres last year, 19 2/3, a very nice 2.75 ERA.
Coming up, you can't hit it to the Crone Zone. Yesterday, the Rocks hit one into the zone. Bad idea. Jake's teammates continue to admire his acrobatic moves on defense. Bear Lewis Cook with more next.
Good. Sit back and enjoy and watch our adorable little second baseman at work.
Yep, the one fires to first. They got him. Oh, you can hit it anywhere, but you can't hit it to the Crone Zone.
This is as good as play you're ever going to see from Jake Cronenworth. I'm going to do it myself.
Cronenworth to Sheets, glove to glove.
What's glove got to do with it?
Thought balance throw and pick back France. What a play. Diving at second is Cronenworth. His throw. Got him. What a play by Jake.
Yesterday's game gave us just another reminder of what it is that Jake Cronenworth is able to do 7 years into his big league career, and his teammates still find themselves shaking their heads at what it is that he's able to do when a ball is hit at him. I caught up with a few of them today in the clubhouse, and they said it's just kind of expected at this point from Jake.
I've known Jake for a long time, and the amount of work that he puts in over there, it doesn't surprise me. He's versatile. He could do that at any position, but I've seen him do that a lot, and it's almost to a point where I expect him to make those plays. So, yesterday was a good one.
He's always been that guy. For me, it's not any new surprises, and I've seen him playing great goal defense on different positions, shortstop, second base, first base. So, at the end of the day, I'm just happy he's back with the team, healthy, and just helping us to push for the long run.
Padres and Giants, game 1 of a 4-game series from San Diego is coming up next. Enjoy the game.
Padres baseball is presented by Petco, a partner of the San Diego Padres. By your Lexus dealers in Carlsbad, El Cajon, Escondido, and San Diego. Invite you to test drive a Lexus today. By Jack's new Philly-style bonus Jack combo, shaved steak, grilled onions and peppers, and melty cheese starting at $5.99. And by UC San Diego Health, the official healthcare provider of the San Diego Padres. Now, the Padres and Giants game 1 of a 4-game series from Petco Park in San Diego. Beautiful night from Petco Park in San Diego, as J.P. Sears is going to be the opener tonight for the Padres. They have taken the field, and we get ready to check out the Giants lineup, which is brought to you by Appliance Alley for Tony Vitello. Luis Arise at the top of that order. He's at second base with Elliot Ramos in left field. Bryce Eldridge at the DH. Rafael Devers at first base. Jung-Hoo Lee in right with Willie Adames at shortstop. Daniel Susak does the catching with Grant McCray in center. And Christian Koss at third base rounds out the starting 9 for the Giants. J.P. Sears on the hill to start this game.
In our open, we talked about the great pitching when the Colorado Rockies were in town. Let's see if they can continue that. There you see the numbers for JP. 6 games, 5 starts, 3-3 record, trying to improve. He's been throwing the ball well lately. Why? Because of the great location of his fastball. He's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Let's take a look at StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud.
Hey, let's go back to Miami, South Florida. That's the last time JP was on the hill against the Marlins. He recorded 10 outs. 5 on the 4-seamer, and you can see some are in the zone. Very confident with that pitch. 3 with the sinker, 1 each for the sweeper and the changeup.
Let's take a look at the Padres defense presented by Valley View Casino. Left to right across the outfield, it's Bowen, Merrill, and Tatis Jr. Third to first, Machado, Bogarts, Cronenworth, and France, with Campusano doing the catching for Sears.
It's a beautiful night downtown San Diego, ready for baseball. Giants, Padres, 7-3 their last 10. They've won 5 in a row, the Padres. Coming to you from the Gas Lamp, Petco Park, downtown San Diego, the corner of Tony and Trevor. Stepping up to the plate for the Giants, Luis Arise. Stepping up to the mic with the play-by-play is the voice of the San Diego Padres, Don Orsillo. Donnie?
Thanks very much, Butler. Here we go. Game 1 of a 4-game series. The Padres and the Giants. Sears ready to work, and his first pitch of the night is in there for strike 1. We're underway from San Diego. And the Padres have won 5 straight games heading into tonight's action. Good to see old friend Luis Arise. .331 the batting average, leading the majors to start the night. The guy who won 3 batting titles, of course, and trying to make it a 4th as this is popped up left side. And Manny Machado will give way to Bogarts, and behind him who makes the catch.
That's exactly what you want to do with Luis Arise. Keep him in the air. Chance of hitting a home run? Yeah, he'll run into one, wrap one around a foul pole. But he's looking for line drives, ground balls. That's the way to get him out, hit him in the air.
1 down here in the first inning for Elliot Ramos. .267, 9 homers, and 34 runs batted in for the Giants left fielder. Well, it's been a disappointing season, really, for the Giants overall. And as you mentioned off the top, most likely selling, I would say.
I would have to agree with you, Donald. A grueling season, very disappointing. Poor first half, which carried over towards past the All-Star break. There were some players in this lineup that they were expecting bigger things from for Tony Vitello, the first-year manager for the Giants.
Big learning curve, I would say, for him this year in his first year at the major league level.
Absolutely. You're on center stage. Spotlight's on you. You're a big league manager.
Sears falling behind here, 2-1 to Ramos with 1 out in the first. And some guys here that have had some good years. And one of them the Padres are facing tonight in Robbie Ray. It's certainly a guy whose name is going to be talked about here in this next week or so.
Oh, if you think Robbie Ray is going to be dealt, there's a really good chance of that. We all talk about pitching down the stretch, particularly guys like Robbie Ray, who has really pitched well at this level for a long, long time. Consistent starter.
And it seems everybody's looking for starting pitching right now. Doesn't matter who you are, and there he is getting ready. Making the start tonight for San Francisco as the Giants bat here in the first inning with one down. Payoff pitch to Ramos. And that's ball 4, a walk with one away. When Padres pitchers K9, you win. Score 25% off your total purchase at participating Petco locations tomorrow with your loyalty membership. Just ask to redeem the Padres K9 promotion at checkout. So one down, Ramos at first, and Bryce Eldridge standing in. Eldridge the DH for the Giants. On the ground up the middle into center field, a base hit. Ramos going first to third without a problem. And the Giants have runners at the corners with one away.
There are names that are being thrown out there as far as trades, as Don mentioned during the trade deadlines. We take a look. Umpcam. Well, Eldridge is one of those young players that they're looking for big things. Talk about the future of the Giants. Eldridge is one of those pieces for San Francisco.
Runners aboard here with a base hit. First hit off Sears after the walk, and runners at the corners with one away. Rafael Devers into the 20s in home runs with 22. His first full season in San Francisco after going to the Giants last year from Boston. There's a slug guy. Most extra base hits. He's got 50 on the year to tie him with former Padre C.J. Abrams. James Wood, another former Padre, farmhand anyway, with 57 to lead the way.
He's a guy who likes to launch. Got to keep him on the ground.
Let's look at our Umpcam presented by Toyota.
Talk about being in the catbird seat. You get to check out everybody's stances. Watch how Devers opens up big time with that front leg of his right leg, and they'll square up right there.
It's all where you finish, I guess. Yep. Not where you start.
It's where I remember the great late Tony Gwynn always used to say, if that front foot is down, your hands better be back, locked and loaded, ready to go. Recognize the pitch. Your body might drift forward, but the key is to keeping your hands back as the pitch approaches the plate.
First and third, one away. A 1-2 pitch to Devers. And he fights it off foul. Do it again, 1-2.
JP not really known for swing and miss as far as strikeouts are concerned, but hey, if he can expand and throw that enticing pitch just off the plate, he'll get a weak grounder or maybe a swing and miss.
Three and a third, last time out for Sears as the bulk guy. There's a fly ball headed out towards deep right field. Fernando back at the wall. He will leap and make the catch. Falls down and gets it to Merrill as tagging up and scoring is Ramos. The catch made out there in right center field by Fernando. A run for the Giants, but what a catch that was.
Hit it to the wrong guy. Hit it to the wrong part of the ballpark as Fernando times this one perfectly. And what happens when you stumble a little bit? Well, your teammate picks you up. Watch him as he eyes it, flash look, leaps, a flash look again, a little stumble. Toss it to Jackson to get it in. Hey, gladly give up a run there by taking away 3 from Fernando.
So the sac fly for Devers, and it's 1-0 San Francisco. And we get a challenge right out of the gate here. First inning.
Catcher challenging the ball call.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Here's Campisano. Thought it was a strike. We'll see. He was right.
Calls overturned. San Diego has 2 challenges remaining.
Eagle Eye Campy just catching the corner. Wow.
They call him Lou. Eldridge at first, a good sized lead held on by Ty France. And 0-1 to Jung-Hoo Lee. And a ground ball at the middle, ranging is Bogaerts. He's got it from the outfield lawn. He will get it there in time. That'll end the inning. Nice rangy play there from Bogaerts. Ended up on the right side, but This probably would have hit the fence at the very least, as up to grab it is Fernando to make the catch. 1-0 Giants.
For life.
Back in San Diego as we head to the bottom of the first inning. The Giants have a 1-0 lead. The score on our UC San Diego Health scoreboard. It's time for the Padres lineup, brought to you by UC San Diego Health. Tatis about to lead it off. Rengifo, the DH, with Machado at third. France at first. Merrill's in center with Campusano doing the catching. Bogart's at short with Cronenworth at second. And Bowen in left field. Robbie Ray on the mound tonight for the Giants.
Into his 13th season in the major leagues. The veteran left-hander is making his 21st start. Trying to look into double digits in the win column. A nice 3.16 ERA.
This is grounded up the middle into center field. A base hit for Fernando.
If you're going to get the heater in the zone, why not hack at it? And we know Fernando likes to swing at that first pitch. It was a two-seamer, sinker down, beat it into the ground, and beats the defense, and there goes the no-hitter.
Little leadoff single to get it started. Luis Rengifo batting in the 2 spot, the DH in tonight's contest. Showing bunt and pulling it back to take a strike. .231, 2 homers, 27 runs batted in between the two locales here in San Diego and Milwaukee to begin the year for Rengifo. Fernando back to the bag at first disengagement. Held on by Devers.
Well, the one thing about Rengifo, we've got speed at first base, and he can see that big hole on that right side and see if Ray tries to pound him in, keep a ground ball to the left side. But if Rengifo can poke something through that right side, that's first and third action.
Fernando is starting to stop and a pitch up to Rengifo. Now for Fernando, leadoff hits to begin 3 consecutive games.
That's setting the table.
Yep.
Putting out the knife, the fork, the spoon.
A 1-1 from Ray. This thing up top again. Ball behind here, 2-1. A four-seam fastball at 92 from Robbie Ray.
Yeah, not that overpowering. It can be straight as a string as well.
He's a max effort guy. And it's time for the.
Pitch is called the strike. The batter's challenging.
We got a challenge here from Rengifo, ABS powered by T-Mobile.
San Diego has 2 challenges remaining.
So incorrect. So a good challenge here from Rengifo. And ahead in the count, 3-1. There goes Fernando, and a fly ball to center field has McCray coming in to make the catch, and Fernando back to the bag at first with now 1 down. Time for the Sequat Casino Resort scouting report.
Well, here's the 4-1-1 on the veteran left-hander. He's a power lefty, as Don just mentioned. He's a max effort guy, and his grunts will let you know he needs to command the fastball. So a lot more changeups this year, and that heater of his, as he mentioned, also only throw like 92, 93. He'll make you chase upstairs because it's a really inviting pitch out of the hand of Robbie Ray.
We're talking about being a max effort guy. A lot of times you'll hear some grunts coming from the mound as he deals with that knuckle curve that time to Manning.
Robbie Ray channeling his inner Novak Djokovic with that grunting. But anyway, for Ray, among qualified starting pitchers, talk about command, highest walk per 9 innings at 4.32. So, hey, take a walk, hit a double, knock him in.
Over to first, a disengagement, and back safely is Fernando. It's a milestone tonight for Manny Machado. It's his 2000th career Major League game tonight.
Nice. That's awesome. Not too many people can say that. It's a long time at this level. There's that fastball I was just talking about. Straight as a string. It was a two-seamer at 92.
With 23 home runs on the year, 64 runs batted in. Sitting at 392, 8 shy of 400 in his career. In those 2,000 Major League games. There's some grunting from Ray. There you go.
Yeah.
Longest active on base streaks. He's got a 19-gamer going right now, in which he has hit 338 during that time with 6 homers and 16 runs batted in. Going over there, and he was headed to second, and they will tag him out. Not trying to steal.
Well, that's the chance you take with the left-hander. You're thinking you're going to get it and going to the plate. Well, now you kind of put some pressure on Devers. That's the old 1-3-4 play.
Second out of the inning. Clears the bases now. 2-1 to Manning. Fouls it off down by the shoe tops. And evens up at 2-2. Score a free jumbo jack from Jack in the Box after a Padres home run with a purchase of a large drink. So 2 down. Manny Machado with a count of 2-2. And a swing and a miss struck him out on that fastball. I want a little extra. 93. Done with 1. Giants have a 1-0 lead.
Welcome back to Petco Park, where the Giants lead the Padres 1-0 in the top of the second. As we take a look at that UC San Diego Health scoreboard, J.P. Sears, the opener for San Diego today, is part of the Padres pitching by committee approach. Padres with just 2 guys acting as starters in their rotation right now, and Michael King and Walker Buehler had a conversation with the bullpen coach Ben Fritz yesterday about how many of the guys are embracing this untraditional strategy, and many of them have spent their careers as starters. So it's been a big adjustment, just learning how different the adrenaline can be out of the bullpen. As a starter, your day builds towards that first pitch at 6:40. You know you're going to take the mound. You have time for a 30-pitch warm-up. Your adrenaline is gradually building up throughout the day. And then as a reliever, now your adrenaline isn't spiking until that phone rings and your name is called. Everything's happening really fast. You don't have time for that 30-pitch warm-up because your body is just going to get ready much quicker with that adrenaline. Not only that, but even if your velocity is the same, your body's responding differently with that adrenaline spike. So when you're throwing with max intent out of the bullpen for, say, 2 innings of relief, it can leave your body feeling equally as tired and as sore as maybe 75 pitches as a starter. So overall, he's told me that everyone has really embraced the role changes, and it seems like the mindset really across the board from everyone, including J.P. Sears, has been, I'm just going to take the ball until you take it from me. So, Mud, I'm curious with you and your experiences, how different was it, especially adrenaline-wise, as a starter versus from the bullpen?
Good stuff, Mary Lou. There was a lot to unpack there, and there was, I'm just speaking from personal experience, getting a chance to be a starter. There is nothing better than getting an adrenaline rush, knowing that you're coming to the ballpark and you're going to be able to start a big league ball game. Now, your mindset has to change a little bit, and you have to have players that buy in. And I would guarantee you, if you were to ask Craig Stammen, Ruben Niebla, Ben Fritz, you've got guys in the staff that are going to buy in and do that. Now, as far as getting ready for the game, you just got to take more time. You take it, you get hot, and these guys pretty much know too. Like, you've got your opener, and Ruben and Craig are always on the same page about what relievers and what lanes and what innings they're going to probably be in to give them a heads up. Oh.
There's a drive to deep left field, and that is back, and that's into the basket. It is a 2-run shot for Susac, his 3rd home run of the year, and it's 3-0 Giants. Well, he got his first 2 home runs yesterday, and he's got his 3rd here tonight. It's a 2-run blast.
Well, the one thing I just focused on is that swing from Susac. Let's take a look. It was a 4-seam fastball, and that's one thing that JP has been really doing well, is locating the fastball. That's not where he wanted that one. Well, he got his hands in nicely and squared it up, as you can tell by the sound there, and gave it a ride. Just a poorly located fastball.
And Grant McCray, the center fielder. Yeah, I was going to ask you that, Mud, just following up on Mariluz's report. And, I mean, how big a deal is it to go from a starter to a reliever, even if they do share the information? Hey, you're probably going around the 5th inning in,
sure,
or where you're going to be the 3rd guy out, or whatever.
They pretty much know what page they're on as far as when they're going to face a certain hitter. But the prime example is like German Marquez. Started his whole career basically. Yep. Now he comes to San Diego, whatever. You're going to be working out the bullpen. I'll guarantee you a dime to donuts that German Marquez is going to buy into it and say, yeah, I'm at the point of my career, I just want to try to help the team. But there's a huge difference between starting and relieving. Relieving, you go down to the bullpen, you might know you're a middle guy. That's all changed now. You got to be ready. But if you know, like for instance, if somebody's going to be coming into the 3rd inning after JP gets out of this inning, you know when to start warming up. You get hot, and then if the inning drags on, you take a throw, you take a blow. You take a throw, you take a blow, and you just kind of go with the movement of the game. You don't want to get too hot and then just blow it all out in the bullpen. These guys know how to monitor their pitch count in order to get ready for the game.
How about during the day? I mean, you see these guys focused, getting ready for those starters. As a starter.
Yeah, and that's another point. If you're going to be the opener or starter, or let's say the opener, you know you're only going to go 2 innings. I'm throwing my max stuff. I'm not going to try to set up hitters. I'm going to use my maximum stuff. I'm going to max out on my pitches, and I'm going to try to just, blow guys away and fill the strike zone, because you don't have that time to really set up hitters if you're going to face them like 2 or 3 or 4 times, which we very rarely see anymore.
So you're redlining pretty much out of the game.
Yeah, I would have to say that's a fair statement. Yeah.
Well, it's an interesting conversation, and one that so far has worked for the Padres. I think, if you don't have bona fide starting pitching throughout the entire rotation, this may work better, and so far it has. Swing and a miss here. He's got to throw him out. Got away from Campusano briefly. Able to throw out Haas for out number 2. That's the first strikeout for J.P. Sears. Here's a look at our dirt cam presented by Murray Lampert. Design, build, remodel.
Slider in the dirt. Clear the lane. Nice smother and recover to complete the play.
So 2 down in the inning for Luis Arise, who popped out to the shortstop. Former teammate Xander Bogaerts in the 1st inning. It's a second look at J.P. Sears. So this people know, and I'm sure they do know, but these are the facts that you know what you're talking about. You made 58 starts in the big leagues, 175 relief appearances.
And you can see why I went to those relief appearances.
As a starter, you had a 4.66.
Yeah.
It's a little fuzzy.
I know.
And then as a reliever, though, you got under 4 at 3.94, so much better.
I will say this, and I say this with all sincerity, just speaking personally. I was a failed starter to where they relegated me to the bullpen, so it was on my shoulders and in my head and on me to make that adjustment to make the most out of the bullpen, and that's exactly what I tried to do. I had to buy into it, and I became a setup guy, middle relief type guy, and tried to make the most of it.
0-2 pitch. And Arise sends it in the air down the left field line, headed foul. Really enjoyed all of his at-bats in a Padres uniform. They are just fun to watch.
Fun to watch. Great guy. Good teammate. Passion for the game. Sleeps with his bats.
That's right. I forgot about that. So it was popped up. Foul ground as Campusano comes back, and he won't have a play. How about his hot zone?
Too hot for the hot zone. And Luis Arise, he hits it all over the place, right? So you're the pitcher. You're looking in. Down the middle, 23. Up and down, north and south, the middle of the plate. Yeah. He can turn out a 2. Down and in, 13, 17. So how do you get him out? Well, where the blue areas, down and away, up and in.
Knows the strike zone, too.
Yeah.
Very selective, obviously. Ball and 2 strikes here. Right side, Cronenworth on to first for out number 3, but a 2-run home run for Susac as the Giants on top 3-0.
and app only August 4th.
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
3-0 Giants have the lead over the Padres. We head to the bottom of the second inning. On a beautiful night in San Diego, across the train tracks. Let's take a look at our Mission-Fed Credit Union drone cam.
Oh, drink it in, San Diego.
A lot of great shots tonight from our drone cam. Bottom of the second inning, 3-0. Giants on top as Ty France jumps on a knuckle curve and fouls it back for strike one. Ty France 2 for 8 so far on the homestand in the series against the Rockies. After a 381 road trip, the 10-game road trip, very good. That included 5 home runs on the 10-game trip, 4 doubles.
That's a guy driving the bus, as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
Ty France is sitting in that seat driving the bus. Everybody's along for the ride. I mean, granted, there's more than Ty France that came alive as far as the bats are concerned. It was a collective effort. But Ty was right there.
Something in his eye. I'm not sure if it's a contact issue or not. He's good to go. Ahead of the count, 2-1. Sits safely in 15 of his last 16 games, and great numbers against Robbie Ray, including 2 home runs off Ray. Ooh, inside, and Ty gets hit. He gets hit a lot. So close to the plate, and he is hit here. The batsman starts things here in the second inning.
Well, now Ty into the double digits. Right in the tricep, number 10, hit by pitch. There's another look, and yeah, he's used to it.
So Ty France down to first base. To lead it off here in the second inning, here's Jackson Merrill. Merrill batting in the 5th spot tonight and taking a look at strike one. .236 with 15 homers, 48 runs batted in. So as you mentioned, 10 times Ty France has been hit. No other Padres has been hit more than 5 times.
You know, Ty does a good job of kind of like pivoting rather than going away from a pitch. Stay, you know what I'm saying? Kind of turns rather than like trying to get out of the way. He'll take one for the team. He's one of the best at doing that.
That's how they teach it, though, right?
Yeah,
just spin.
Just spin. Just spin. Yeah.
Jackson Merrill down to the count, 0-2.
It's so funny because Robbie Ray, he grunts. We can hear it all the way up here, but he's only thrown like 92, 93.
It's taking all of that, though, and the grunting.
Yeah.
Merrill serve it the other way into left field for a base hit. And just like that, the tying run coming to the plate for San Diego. A batsman and an opposite field base hit for the Padres here in the second inning.
Nothing wrong with a little soft serve to the opposite way. That was a slider, lefty on lefty. Boy, if he takes this pitch, it's probably a ball down and away. Cam, you're calling balls and strikes. That's what you're going to see. Jackson Merrill working the magic for that shillelagh to knock to left.
First and second, nobody out for Luis Campusano. Now the Padres do come back as they trail 3-0 tonight. This season they've had 30 come from behind victories. Time with the Brewers in that category. The Diamondbacks have the most, 33.
But the key is keeping it close, right? You get to the 7th inning, maybe it's 2-1, 6-5, 4-3. Just keep it close.
And, of course, Padres do a lot of their damage late in games, 7 through 9 generally. And Robbie Ray, more success at home than on the road. And pitching on the road tonight. Stick to a 3-0 lead. France at second, Merrill at first, a 2-1. In the dirt, 3-1. This will be a changeup. Here are the numbers. Home road split, 6-1 at home with a 2.22 ERA. The road, a whole different story.
Well, looks like Robbie Ray left his heart in San Francisco.
Tony Bennett.
And hopefully the Padres can break his heart here at Petco Park with a couple of runners on and nobody out.
Cambisano on the ground to shortstop. His second for one, on to first for two. Double play. 6-4-3 on the DP as France takes third base.
He got his grounder. Pitcher was up a little bit, but jammed it and just couldn't get a good level swing on it to get something elevated. Room service double play. Gets him by plenty.
So 2 down, France at third, and Xander Bogaerts will ground one by. A rise into right center field. From third comes Ty France, and a run for the Padres. Xander Bogaerts driving in that run. A 2-out RBI single for Xander.
Oh, Xander the other night hit the sac fly to get that winning run home. First pitch offering here. Nice level swing. He keeps his eyes down to the barrel of the bat. The one hopper. Just out of the reach. 2-out knock. 2-out run.
Bogaerts at first to a two-way. The bunt bid by Cronenworth. Incoming is Koss. His throw is in time. Nice play. Able to retire Cronenworth. And then the inning. Padres do get on the board, though, with a run. It's 3-1 San Francisco.
Welcome back to Petco Park. Giants lead the Padres 3-1 in the top of the third with the trade deadline set for Monday. The Giants are definitely a team to watch and expect to be active. With them sitting pretty far out of a playoff spot, they have several guys who might be available. So Luis Arraez, one of those guys, of course, former Padre. Robbie Ray, the guy on the mound tonight. Tyler Mahle, JT Brubaker, Sam Hentges, and Eric Miller and Elliot Ramos. So really a lot of guys over there. You expect them to be sellers, and just considering their history, you may expect them to be active on Monday.
A lot of them.
Before then.
A lot of guys available there.
A lot of them.
And I would think there's going to be a lot of interest.
Yeah, the Giants have some chips that they could send to other teams to kind of rebuild the minor leagues, maybe get a player who can help out in a year or two, or maybe immediately. So stay tuned to that. It's always interesting around the trade deadline. And how about the surprise moves? It's like, where did that one come from?
You didn't expect maybe somebody not on that list.
Yeah.
2-0 pitch to Ramos is going to miss, and Sears falling behind here. The leadoff hitter, 3-0. Ramos with a walk in the first inning, came around to score on the sac fly off the bat of Rafael Devers. Swinging 3-0, and swings through a fastball. Now, it's not overpowering, but we did see some guys swing through that fastball of J.P. Sears in his last outing.
If he sets it up, throws it in the right location, he will get the swing and miss.
There it is again. Same pitch, same result.
That 91 cheese from J.P. Sears. Sweeper, four-seamer, sinker. Sinker's got a little bit more movement at 90, and then that four-seamer at 91.
Popped up. Right side. Cronenworth backpedaling to the outfield lawn for out number 1. Here's a look at our Disney Cruise Line cruise cam. Jam-packed Petco Park in tonight's game. As Bryce Eldridge with one away, single to center in the first inning. Eldridge, one of 3 hits put together by the Giants so far. On the ground and into left field, another base hit. Eldridge taking it the other way this time. He's 2 for 2. Well, tonight is not the first time that Fernando Tatis Jr. has robbed Rafael Devers. August 20th of last year, at the wall, brought that one back in. And it's time now for our Allstate Good Hands replay. And this one, back in the first inning, in right center field.
Well, J.P. Sears getting some love. He was on the mound for both of those. Huh? Thank you, Fernando. Wow. Thanks for saving my ERA. That's covering a lot of ground.
You want him on that wall.
Yeah, you need him on that wall.
Yeah. The sac fly for Devers. RBI number 61 of the year for Devers. Pretty good rip right there. He's down 0-2. The 93-mile-an-hour fastball, that time from Sears.
Here's where you can expand to Devers with the 2 strikes. .126 punch-outs coming into this game for Devers.
I didn't know that. I was looking at the scoreboard in left. Rafael Devers shares a birthday with Mark Grant.
Wow. Happy birthday, Rafael.
You didn't know that?
Yeah. Rafael. Feliz cumpleaños. Nice. He's a Scorpio. You know who else? October 24th?
Who?
Eric Hosmer. Yeah.
Nice. Pause.
Yeah.
Two balls, 2 strikes here to Devers.
Double play ball right here. Working down. JP will throw a changeup here just because it's 3-2. Devers is looking to drive something, split a gap, get something out in front, get a grounder, at least get 1 out.
He struggled this year against left-handed pitching, 181. And against lefties for Devers.
He's grounded into 9 double plays this season.
So you say there's a chance?
Absolutely. Number 10 would be great right here.
Ooh, fought that one off. It was coming in.
Yeah, I think he swung at ball 4.
Devers, of course, former teammates with Xander Bogaerts in Boston. And at the time, they were the left side of the infield, with Devers playing at third base every day for Boston. Not sure what this conversation's about. Open umpire Willie Traynor and Rafael Devers. The off pitch again with Eldridge at first and one away. Loop to right. Incoming is Fernando, and he won't get there. Drops in for a hit. As up to second base goes Eldridge. He had to wait because it looked like Fernando may run that down, but he did not. It falls in, and it's first and second with one away.
Well, I thought Fernando, because like you said, Don, that Eldridge had to hold up. Remember, it's a force play at second base as this ball is looped. That's another ball. Boy, Devers likes the ball in. Deadens it perfectly. Fernando's got a beat on it. Kind of a late jump. Eldridge, see him? Moves up 90 feet.
First and second, one away. Jung-Hoo Lee. On the ground on the first baseline. Fair ball. Ty France will take it himself. Looked like he was going to go to Sears, and almost a collision there. As Sears continued on, but attacking the bag ahead of Lee was France in a scoring position. Go Eldridge and Devers now, but with two down.
Well, as this ball is struck, France plays the big hop, and he's thinking about the feet. Oh, I'll take it. Now the race is on. And thank goodness nobody gets hurt on this little slight contact. And no harm, no foul. Good athletic move getting out of the way right there.
The ultimate goal of an MLB fan, seeing it all. The MLB Journey to 30 sweepstakes presented by T-Mobile is the ultimate bucket list. Enter now for your chance to win trips to all 30 ballparks. Yes, all 30. MLB.com/journey to 30 sweeps. But here's the thing. The number one ballpark you will see is right there. Right there. Number one.
Yeah, you got that right. So many people from around the country come to Petco Park, and when they leave, they say, you know what? This is the number one ballpark that I saw
in Major League Baseball.
That's right. So start making some memories and make some memories right here at Petco Park.
Two down, second and third. Willie Adames. He doubled in the second inning off Sears. Ruben Niebla was out there to talk to him before he deals with him a second time.
There's a huge at-bat here. Singled. You got a guy who hit a two-run shot on deck, Susac.
In the spot, just .217 for Adames on the year. And a down year for Willie Adames.
Yeah, one of those bats that the Giants had high expectations for. Just one of those years. It's a hard game, this game of Major League Baseball.
Adames hits a fly ball to center field. Backpedaling is Merrill as it's sized up and makes the catch and ends the inning. The Giants strand a pair in scoring position. 3-1 San Francisco.
Starts here.
3-1 Giants have lead over the Padres. We head to the bottom of the third inning. More theme games are on deck, like the Mason Miller blanket on Saturday, August 1st, plus the second chance to score the Vietnamese Heritage Hat on Friday, August 7th, and the La Catrina belt bag on Friday, September 18th. Get yours at Padres.com/theme games.
This thing is unbelievably awesome. Yeah, first of all, it's huge.
It's very big. But Mason Miller is also big. So
yeah, great likeness of the Reaper. He's got his autograph right there. Wow, this is you've got to get yours.
Hold on, there we go. I was saying Eeper, now we got the Reaper.
Yeah,
and his autograph is on there,
yes,
which is really cool to have on there.
And
the
this
Reaper's
would look
autograph.
Great at the beach, right?
Excellent. Gallagher Square, I would think.
Yeah, bring a picnic basket, come out to the ball game, and show off your Mason Miller, the Reaper blanket.
It's definitely oversized. Hello. Chase Bowen leading it off here in the home half of the third inning.
Hello, Gallagher Square.
but he got the bucket hats on.
Yeah.
Bucket hat night, home and away. And most choosing to wear the home since they are home. Lined and caught right in a rise. First out of the third inning. One out, that'll bring up Fernando. He has one of the 3 hits off Robbie Ray for San Diego. But off the bottom of the first with a single to center. Shows bunt. And we'll take a ball downstairs. Really likes the leadoff spot. First 44 games at 233. Last 63 since being moved to that leadoff spot. May 17th, 319.
That's huge. Hitting more for average. Obviously, you know, the pop will show up every once in a while. He'll turn on one. It's worth another look since being moved.
About 0 home runs to 8 on the leadoff spot. And the OPS jumping to 865 from the top spot in the Padres order. And ahead, 3-0. From our up cam in there for a strike. But umpire Willie Trainer. Not enough to wear our up cam. There it is, right at the top of the mask. As Robbie Ray battles back, was 3-0. Now it's 3-2. 9-6 individually coming in. 23rd appearance, 22nd start. Will it be his last in a Giants uniform? Fly ball headed to left center. McCray from center. Look out from left. Stepping in front, Ramos. Makes the catch for out number 2. Now a quick word from Prize Picks.
Cash in on all the sports action with Prize Picks. Just pick more or less on a few player stats for a shot to win up to 2,000 times your cash. Prize Picks. Download the app today.
2 down in the third. Luis Rengifo coming up here. 3 in a row retired by Ray.
Asking if that ball was away, down and away, and it was. Up and away, rather.
So for Ray, a 60% strike rate this season, the lowest among qualified starting pitchers. So not throwing a lot of strikes, and today 54% strikes.
So below his average, so you got to be patient, draw a walk. If you get that mistake in the zone, try to crush it.
And he falls behind here to Rengifo, 2-0. And make it 3-0. Second straight hitter, 3-0. 3-0 to Fernando before getting him. Good numbers for Rengifo, 6 for 12 against Ray. Pitch 40 of his outing coming up for Ray. And it's a 4-pitch walk. Rengifo down to first with 2 down, first walk allowed by Ray. Let's take a look at our Mission Fed Credit Union drone cam. Sun setting. Off to the left. Great look at the bay. I think I can see the mini yacht almost.
Did it wander off into the...
Nope. I think it's okay.
It's anchored down?
It's anchored down.
That's not it down there on the left there with the big sail on it?
Nope.
No?
No sail on the mini yacht. The captain rows it.
Back.
And back he is. Popped up left side. Koss into foul ground. And near the third base coach's box, makes a catch and ends the inning. We're headed to the fourth. It's 3-1 Giants.
Welcome back to San Diego. Giants lead the Padres 3-1 in the top of the fourth, and it is now time for our Ask Don and Mud segment, brought to you by Cal Coast Credit Union. Tonight's question is from Carolyn Marshall, who asks, has anything scary happened to Don while on his mini yacht?
Okay, two things. The first one was the Christmas Eve. I don't know if you remember, there was a big storm that came in. And the water was like huge. It was king tides, what they call them. They get very high. I was worried that with the way the storm was coming in, the waves were coming in, that it was going to do damage to the mini yacht. Now, I was worried about the mini yacht at that point. Now, in the mini yacht, have I had anything close? Yes. I was out in the middle, and I was being pushed across the bay towards Chula Vista.
Wow.
And what I didn't realize at the time was that the mini yacht actually had a plug where you could take out the plug and you could get the water out of the boat. Instead, the plug had come out and water was coming into the boat.
That's not good.
No, and I'm going down. I mean,
well, you're the captain. You got to go down with the ship.
Well, that's the thing, and there was no choice. So I started to sink, and I started to take on some water.
Women and children first?
There's just me. Okay. So that's the good news. Just me. I was the only one in danger. But there was some concern there for a while. I was taking on more, and one side was actually starting to go. And I'm thinking, all right, well, at what point do I abandon ship here?
How far from the...
I was closer to the Chula Vista side than I was my side.
Wow, so what turn of events?
What happened was I was able to get the wind blew me so far over towards an area that comes out, that jets out, where the wind was not as bad. And I was able to get closer to shore that way. It was really luck.
That's scary stuff.
This one is to right. And losing in the right banks, I think, was Fernando there for a moment, but he makes the catch. So, yeah, we were almost in a Coast Guard situation, and that would have been very embarrassing. You know, the Coast Guard having to deal with a mini yacht would have been a problem.
Do you have a flare gun?
I do. I have some stuff on board.
Were you about ready to shoot up a flare?
I wasn't there yet. I mean,
stress signal? SOS?
I was stressed, but we weren't quite there yet. But it was very important. That's why I learned that there is a plug that comes out. So now I make sure before I leave on any of these journeys with the vessel that it is plugged, and I won't be taking on water. So it was a learning experience.
Yeah. That's scary.
Yes, to answer your question, Mary Lou's, touch and go there for a little bit. A little fuzzy. 3-hour tour.
Wow. Yep. Now imagine if you would have had a passenger.
Well, that's the thing. There is a weight limit, and that's part of the reason why we both can't be on it. This is to left center. Base hit knocked in there for McRae. We want to mention tomorrow night is our first bobblehead night, and we're very excited that it has sold out, which is great news.
Yes, thank you.
So much so the Padres have been kind enough to give us a second bobblehead night, and here it is, Saturday, September the 5th against the New York Yankees. Come out and join us. If you did get this round, if you were shut out of this round's bobblehead, it's not over.
Yeah, there's more. Like Don said, Saturday, September 5th. Come on, you get the theme game ticket.
That's the important thing. You got to get the theme game ticket.
Padres.com/theme games to get yours.
Opposite field. Koss with a base hit up to second base goes McRae, and the Giants have had traffic really all night. Now they get runners at first and second with one away here in the fourth inning.
This is the type of hitter you need to be if you're going to hit the number 9 spot. Use the whole field and get on for your leadoff guy, which is Luis Arraez. Koss takes this pitch down and away, shortens up, and just spanks it that way. The station-to-station baseball.
2 on, 1 away. Top of the order, Luis Arraez. I imagine there's a lot more communication between Stammen and Rubin during these pitcher-by-committee games rather than your average starter who you expect to go out there for at least 5.
Yeah, they have a game plan. As we mentioned, as Mary Lou's did her awesome report talking to Ben Fritz, as Yuki Matsui is one of the guys that's up. Hey, there's Jason Adam out there in the bullpen hanging out. Got Pete Somerville right there in the hoodie. There's the guy they call Fritzy going to the phone.
Phone's ringing.
Yeah.
I know that guy. He's on the other side.
Yep.
Rise will take ball 2.
So a big factor, we always talk about it. This will be now the 3rd time around for J.P. Sears versus these Giants. And there's a lane of 3 lefties in a row. Eldridge, Devers, Jung-Hoo Lee. 3, 4, 5, all lefties. Let's see if they get a new lefty in there. We saw Yuki up and about, but still no throwing yet.
Pretty good rip right there. Well, they call him the sprinkler for a reason.
Look at that. This year, 135 hits. And almost even. You slice up that field into thirds. Full side, middle, opposite. Unbelievable. Remarkable.
La Regadera. Two-one pitch hits him in the back. Nowhere to go. And then changeup loads the bases now with 1 away.
Well, JP's thinking, I don't want to overwater the grass, so I'm going to just shut off the sprinkler. Got him right in the tuchus. Well, now you've got a force anywhere, and Ruben's going to have a little chat.
Second visit here to the mound to talk to Sears. Giants have had multiple men reach in every inning so far in this game. Now, thanks for the question. If you have a question for us, scan the QR code or visit calcocu.org/baseball. Maybe you'll hear your question answered live on the air.
Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you very much. Great question. Great story from Don. Just be safe out there, will you, Don?
Absolutely.
Be prepared.
I learned a very important lesson, though. It was educational.
Yeah.
I would never go out in a small craft advisory or anything like that. It came up on me pretty quick. That was part of the problem.
I'll bet. I'm going to go straight Jack Dawson on us.
But I was questioning the whole, am I going to stay in the boat for it to sink thing as the captain?
It was like the orchestra playing, the guy in the violin and the cello and the...
I was thinking, there's really no passengers here to save, so why should I go down? You know? Maybe having a whole thing here at Petco Park. You'll be hosting it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Very bad.
It's
very bad.
Yeah. It's all good now. What would be better would be a double play ball right here.
You have to think of at least 3 nice things about me. 1-0 pitch will miss. Falls behind. 2-0 to Ramos.
Well, JP doesn't want to go 3-0, so Ramos should get a pretty good pitch to hit right here. Now the question is, does JP pull the string, the change up? Maybe try to take a little off a sinker to get maybe a ground ball. That was a sinker, all right.
Let's look at our ump cam presented by Toyota. We'll get a look at what he's looking at here on a 2-1 pitch coming to Ramos with the bases loaded in the 4th. Disengagement there as Sears backed off. First one. In there for a strike. That was a sinker you just watched. At the outside corner. Evens the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Needed that very badly. Second strikeout for Sears. 2 down.
J.P. Sears battling back, 2-0, and he throws the changeup away. No contact. Here it is. That's a big-time pitch. Big-time sequence.
Craig Stammen has hopped out of the dugout. That's going to do it for Sears as he goes 3 2/3. He will depart responsible for all the runners on. Bases loaded. We've got a pitching change here in the top of the 4th inning with the Giants on top 3-1.
Only at Taco Bell.
3-1. Giants have the lead. Threatening for more here. The bases loaded. 2 down in the 4th. J.P. Sears leaves the game after 3 2/3. Enter Wandy Peralta.
Well, Mr. Goat, you remember last season, 71 appearances for Wandy. Now this is 48, so he's going to be in a lot of ball games. He inherits the bases loaded, but he needs just 1 out right here. 3.17 ERA. That ERA has kind of gone up a little bit. Last 4 out of 5 times has been scored upon. Whip at 1.35. He needs 1 out to leave him loaded.
He has stranded 17 of 24 inherited runners this season. And a strike to Bryce Eldridge. Eldridge was 2 for 2 against Sears. Single to center, single to left. J.P. Sears goes 3 2/3, 7 hits. So far charged with 3 runs. He walked 1 and struck out 2. On the ground, foul. Ball 3, time to party. Full count with 2 outs, bases loaded. Everybody on the move. Eldridge fouls it off.
You know what makes Eldridge so dangerous is just looking at his first 2 at-bats. First inning to the pull side, single. Second at bat in the 3rd to the opposite field. He uses the whole field. He's got some sneaky pop in that bat as well.
Ball 4, but it's challenged.
Pitch is called the ball. The catch is down.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. He was right.
Ball's overturned. San Diego has 2 challenges remaining.
Candesano saves a run right there on the ABS challenge. The strikeout for Peralta, as it turns out. And Sears loves it as he was responsible for all the men on. 3-1 Giants.
Dealerships with a heart.
Giants have a 3-1 lead as we venture into the bottom of the 4th inning. Gear up with the Superhero Pocket Tee presented by San Diego Community Power, featuring a cool comic book design with Jackson Merrill and Fernando Tatis Jr. This soft t-shirt is limited to the first 40,000 fans in attendance. The Brewers come to town Monday, August 10th at 6:40. Visit Padres.com/giveaways. That's a giveaway. You don't need a theme game ticket for that. That's a giveaway. Just get a ticket.
Superhero. It's all yours. Come to the ball yard.
Be one of the first 40,000.
Yep.
So you want to be here early. There'll probably be more than 40,000. Ty France ahead here 2-0. Boy, the Giants have had a ton of chances in tonight's game, but not been able to cash in really. On top by 2 runs, could be a lot more. These 2 reaching in every inning so far offensively. They've left 6 on through the first 4. Swing and a miss for Ty France, who was hit by a pitch in the 2nd. Came around to score the Padres' lone run on the Xander Bogaerts RBI single. Here's a look at our Disney Cruise Line cruise can. Swing and a miss, and France strikes out. That's just the second K for Ray. First out of the 4th inning.
Well, it's the 4-seamer at 93. And that was part of the Sky Road. That's right at the letters. He likes to go up the ladder a little bit more, but he'll go there for the swing and miss, and Ty just can't square that one up.
One down in the 4th inning for Jackson, who singled to left in the 2nd inning. High fly ball, tough sky right now, kind of twilight as Lee can't see it. Now he does. Whoa, that was dicey.
Yeah, it was.
Tough sky, and he had a tough time, but he found it. Fortunately for him, out number 2.
It's got to be one of the worst feelings. Another worst feeling is that line drive right at you. You come in too quickly, and then it's over your head. That's rough. That's rough right there.
2 down in the 4th inning. Luis Campusano bounced into a 6-4-3 DP in the 2nd inning. And bats now, 2 down, bases empty. Oh, whoa. Sometimes you got to hit the ball.
Yeah. Wow. Straight airmail right there.
"50 pitches even now for Robbie Ray."
I want you to hit the ball. What? What are you talking about?
I'm finally throwing it where I want to.
Trust me.
Randy Vasquez up in the pen. Strike 2. Swing and a miss, and Campusano strikes out. 3rd strikeout for Ray. Through 4, it's 3-1 San Francisco. It's time now for our Mutual Moment, sponsored by Mass Mutual.
Let's go to the top of the 4th. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and Wandy Peralta relieving J.P. Sears. This is a big at-bat. Sinker, changeup, sinker, trying to mix it up. Eldridge using the whole field. Now, as it gets late, it's a challenge. Hold all tickets. It was a full count, 3-2 pitch. Campusano, challenge. Guess who won that one? Eagle Eye Campy. They call him Lou. Big pitch, big out for Wandy and the Padres. We go to the top of the 5th. Giants 3, Padres 1. Here's Don.
Wandy back out there to start the 5th inning after getting the final out of the 4th. There's a bunt bid. Will it stay fair? Yes, it will.
That might be a double.
Devers punting down that 3rd base line with Manning swung over towards shortstop. And his 2nd hit of the game.
This was placed perfectly. Devers is thinking, hey, why not? Manning is playing way over. He squares early. He just deads it, places it perfectly. Hugs the line. Up cam. Gives you a good look. Inside the bag for the single.
If he bunts it a little bit harder, he's got himself a double.
Yeah.
Well, he'll take the single. Lead runner on. And again, the Giants have had at least one base runner in every inning. Lots of traffic here tonight, but only the 3 runs to show for it. As Lee will take a pitch down to even the count of 1-1. 6th career bunt hit, by the way, for Devers. His first, though, since 2022 when he was in a Red Sox uniform. 328 on the road for Lee. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Lee.
Not a bad guy to have in the middle of the lineup. Hitting over 300 going into this game for Lee. 302 to be exact at the start. Doesn't strike out a lot. He's only struck out 40 times this year. 371 at bats.
Oh, almost got away. Knocked down by Campusano. No advance for Devers at first base. Down the left field line out of play. Padres.com is your official source for Padres tickets. Don't miss exciting matchups, must-have giveaways, and incredible promotions. Enjoy the best ticket pricing, most availability, and secure purchasing at Padres.com. Get your tickets at the official source. That's Padres.com/tickets.
Must have
tickets. Ball 4. First 2 have reached here for the Giants. So again, they've had at least 2 base runners in every inning, and they continue it here in the 5th. First walk allowed by Peralta. Second handed out by Padres pitching in the game. Willie Adames has been driving in a lot of runs since the beginning of 2023. Missed RBIs by starting shortstops. And on top of that list, some good ones there too. Guys who drive in runs as shortstops. Driven in 45 runs this year. And a double in the second. Flight out to center in the third. Trouble scoring runs tonight. The Giants, they got the 3 runs, but they're coming off a 16-3 win against the Brewers yesterday. Got a lot of guys on base, that's for sure, for Tony Vitello. For 4 with runners in scoring position. They've left 6. Padres 1 for 2.
Well, he was looking to do some damage on that changeup.
And that one gets away. Runners will advance. So third goes Devers. Lead is second with nobody out. Fastball took off 96.
Boy, how this ball misses Adames is beyond me as we take a look here as Wani checks the runner. He's getting out of the way and everybody up 90 feet. Force is off. Whoa.
Devers at third, Lee at second. Nobody out here in the Giants' 5th inning. Over 20 pitches now in relief for Peralta. The final out of the 4th, looking for his first out of the 5th. Giants have left 6 on through the first 4. 8th pitch of this plate appearance coming up for Willie Adames. Line and caught. Machado took a look towards second. No play there, but there's the first out of the 5th inning. And here comes Craig Stammen. He started out And he is coming up.
It's an atom ball. That's a hang with him. Hit sharply, but right at the Padres' third baseman. Next man up.
23 total pitches for Peralta. Ends up going 2/3 as he departs. We get another pitching change from Petco Park. The Giants have a 3-1 lead.
G Home Internet, just $35 a month.
3-1. The Giants have the lead over the Padres. They are threatening for more here, though. Second and third with one out. And the new pitcher into the game, Randy Vasquez.
Well, last time out was last Saturday for Randy. Threw 37 pitches, 2 2/3. Inherits a couple of runners here with one out. No force, infield in. Only infielder playing back is Manny at third. That ground ball, he could look that runner back or throw him out as you take a look at Randy Vasquez's numbers. Opponent's at 299 off the right-hander.
Infield in. And it's Susak. Lifts it in the air to shallow right center. Merrill coming in. Devers doesn't run that well. He's going to try it, though. Throw to the plate is late. And the Giants out a run. They get their 3-run lead back again on top 4-1. A sac fly. As Susak drives in another run. That's 3 now.
Here comes the throw. It's the one hopper, first base side. Boy, a better throw on the third base side. Might have been a different story.
Let's look at our dirt cam presented by Murray Lampert. Design, build, remodel. And a good look there at the slide. So 2 down. Lee at second. And McCray batting for the third time. He's grounded to short. And he's singled to left. One of the 8 hits put together by the Giants in this game. Randy Vasquez, his 12th career relief appearance. He's made 68 starts. And part of this pitching by committee situation the Padres are going with. And the third arm in that category tonight. And they're going with it if your name is not Michael King or Walker Buehler.
Yeah, and Randy Vasquez has had many opportunities to try to solidify himself in that rotation by getting the ball once every 5 days. Many chances. And as a pitcher, you go out there in relief, you just got to worry about getting outs and maybe start that streak to where you can consistently get hitters out, righties and lefties. And if you're going to go around 2 times, do it well enough 2 times in a row.
McCray lifts it in the air to right. And Fernando had plenty of room out there in right field as he makes the catch. And will end the inning. Another run, though, for the Giants as they take a 4-1 lead. Padres baseball is presented by Sequan Casino Resort, official casino partner of the San Diego Padres. And by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. And Fernando with another robbery out there in right center field earlier in the ball game. Giants put together a 3-run lead for the second time in this game on top 4-1. Sun has set in San Diego. We move along to the home half of the 5th inning. Robbie Ray returning to the mound here for the Giants. As Xander Bogaerts leads it off in the bottom of the 5th. Xander with a single to center in the second, an RBI single at that. Robbie Ray looking to get into double figures individually and wins.
Yeah.
Comes in at 9-6.
Mentioned the Cy Young Award winner Robbie Ray when it's with the Toronto Blue Jays. ERA title at 2.84 for Robbie Ray.
This could be his last Giant start.
Yeah. That was back in 21. Good breaking ball. You know, there's a story of Robbie Ray with his tight pants that he wears. Tighter pants, right? When he was with the Blue Jays, he gained some weight during the, he did a lot of lower body work with the Blue Jays. COVID season. So he came back and, you know, from the previous season, he had a certain size pants that's in the system. The equipment manager orders the equipment and the pants come and whatever. So he did some lower body work, you know, got those ham hocks working, and
he's jacked.
And he kept the pants on. He put them on. His teammates gave him a hard time, like making fun of him, and, you know, get what teammates do. And so despite his teammates, Robbie Ray says, oh, you know, really? I'm going to do this because you guys give me a hard time. And what do you know? He won the Cy Young Award that year, the next year.
In those tight pants.
Yeah, in the tight pants. So he's been wearing them tight ever since. His teammates made fun of him with the Toronto Blue Jays.
Take that.
Yeah. I don't know, Donnie, if you were to say who's tighter?
Oh, Nick Martinez.
Robbie Ray or Nicky Tight Pants Martinez?
Yeah, no, Nick Martinez.
Yeah. I miss Nick. Nicky's a good egg, right?
I saw him.
Did
I think he was with the Reds at the time when I saw him. I know he's not now. I think he's at Tampa now.
Yeah.
And hey, Nicky Tight Pants. You know, because I never really said it to his face before.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I mean, you came up with it, so wasn't a me thing.
Oh,
so I don't know if you.
I
didn't know. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure I was going to react to it, I guess is my point, because I didn't know. Yeah. But he was great. A big smile on his face. He goes, oh, yeah. I said, you get same pants? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. So, but I got the impression that you had said that to his face before. This is down third baseline. Koss into foul ground to make the catch out number 2.
Yeah, he'd be in the clubhouse. He'd be in his locker. Hey, Nicky Tight Pants. Big smile. He loved it.
They were very tight.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
So whatever works for you.
Yeah, it's working for him. So 2 down here in the 5th. Chase Bowen.
That grunting is unbelievable.
Sounds like it's louder as this outing goes on. Swinging a foul tip, 1-2. Chase Bowen lining out to the second baseman, Luis Ariz, in the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Bowen. 4th strikeout for Ray. He's retired 7 in a row. 4-1 Giants.
Nike Deal Days are going up.
Look, it's a game break as the Cardinals and Cubs going head-to-head. Here's Alex Bregman with RBI double in the 10th, and as it turns out, the Cubs defeat the Cardinals 4-2. As they're going head-to-head, and both wild card contenders, with the Cubs in the top spot right now. All the teams behind the Padres that are close, the Marlins, the Pirates, the Nationals, the Cardinals, all lost today. So that's good news.
Yeah, separation is very, very key. You got to take into consideration what's happening here at Petco Park, trailing by 3. And this is a game with the results we just saw. Gotta win tonight's game. It's all about tonight's game.
To short on 2 hops. Bogart's on the run and in time to get Koss. First out of the 6th inning. Bring your group of friends, family, or co-workers together for a 2026 Padres game. Hospitality spaces are the perfect setting to socialize while making game day easy with all-inclusive food and beverage packages. Book your outing today. Padres.com/groups.
Padres.com/groups. Hospitality space. Book one. It's great. It's a great time. Look at those seats. Awesome.
Authorized has popped to short, grounded out to second, then hit by a pitch. His fourth plate appearance of this game as he bats in the sixth and fouls it off to the left out of play. Certainly used to that. He fouls off a lot of stuff. It's his hitter's timeout granted by Willie Traynor, home plate umpire.
And remember what we saw here in San Diego is that he will swing at pitches out of the zone but make contact, right? I mean, his plate coverage off the plate is remarkable. Like that.
Down the left field line, Bowen heads over, and it'll come back for him. He makes the catch in fair ground for out number 2.
So you don't necessarily have to throw him a strike. We learned that.
Well, he will chase.
Yep.
No hits for him tonight. Leader in Major League Baseball coming into tonight at 331. It's a 0 for 3 hit by a pitch. 2 down in the 6th inning for Elliot Ramos. In there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Here's a look at our Disney Cruise Line cruise cam. On the ground is short, and Bogart's coming in on the run and in time. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Randy Vasquez. 5.5 done. It is 4-1 San Francisco. We come back. Onando will lead it off.
We are.
The Giants have lead over the Padres as the Padres are coming to bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Well, tomorrow night we'll be on Apple TV as this series against the Giants continues. We'll be back with you on Saturday for Game 3 of the series, and Sunday, Game 4, before the Padres head to Arizona. That's going to be a huge series against the Diamondbacks coming up for 4 from Copper Square. And then it's home to take on the Astros and the Brewers before heading to Cleveland. That's what's coming up in the Padres schedule. July into August. 7 in a row retired by Robbie Ray as Fernando leads it off. Fernando has single to center and flied out to left. Padres have been held to 3 hits so far by Robbie Ray. Starts this 6th inning with 67 pitches. Look out. Whoa. Let it run Hifo on deck. Nowhere to go. Just missed him. I don't know how it missed him. Pretty good, actually, compared to most pitchers. 3rd time throw, just to 253.
I think one of the effective pitches for the Rays is that changeup. As we mentioned, 92, 93-ish, right? In the fastball. Now, if I'm pitching the 3rd time around, I'm going to throw something that looks like a fastball, and that is the changeup. We just saw the changeup. Let's see if he starts to break that out a little bit more.
Did he go? No, he did not. Let me check with Chris Guccione, first base umpire. Gucci.
Tonight his arsenal looks like this: the four-seamer, and then it's a photo finish on it's a dead heat, dead tie, change up and knuckle curve, mixing in a sinker and a slider. 5-pitch night tonight for Robbie Ray.
Bounces that changeup well in front of the plate.
So this is what I think Ray does. We saw the pitch prior to that one, the fastball up, taken, and then that changeup down. He's trying to throw that changeup down in the zone. Get a swing and miss or get a weak grounder after that fastball upstairs.
Full count now. To third. A big hop for Koss. And the first out of the 6th inning. Get 8 in a row retired by Ray. Bring up Luis Rengifo. He was flat out to center and walked. Did he go? No. Guccione again saying he didn't offer. Next pitch will be 75 for Robbie Ray. With one down here in the 6th inning.
Robbie Ray's thrown as many as 109. That was earlier in the season, back in April, but thrown over 100 4 times.
Right center field, and that's going to get in. Gets back to the track where McRae cuts it off. Rengifo into second base with a 1-out double. And breaks up a string of 8 in a row retired by Ray.
You know, the home runs are nice. Triple, probably one of the most exciting plays in baseball, but I love it when a guy goes opposite field, split the gap. Rengifo takes this pitch. It's down a little bit, and it's outer third, but he just drives it that way. Paying a visit to the San Diego Zoo Safari Park and cruising in for a double.
Machado coming up here with Rengifo at second, 1 away. Driving in a lot of runs against these Giants since the beginning of 2022. 54 of them. Aaron Judge with 56 on top, tied with Ian Happ.
And that changeup I was talking about. Let's see if Ray breaks it out here against Manny with that runner in scoring position. First pitch combo misses.
Missing again. Sinker that time, 2-0. Staying away.
Well, it looks as if Ray doesn't really give much to Manny right here. 3 wide ones. First one down, not even close. 3-0. One little righty on deck in France. Set up a double play. Stay tuned.
Gets the fastball in there for a strike. 3-1.
See if he goes off speed here.
Ranks Manny Machado time. 7-3 ball count for him. And look at the breakdown per inning for Robbie Ray.
This is a nice job tonight.
Machado fouls it back, full count. Well, last year able to get Robbie Ray for his 350th career home run at Oracle Park, June 5th.
It looked like a breaking ball. Hung a breaking ball to the pull side.
Swing and a miss, and Machado strikes out. 5th strikeout for Ray, 2 down in the 6th inning.
High fastball. That's the high 2-seamer. That's what he likes to do. That was in the scouting report. Wants you to chase that heater up in the zone.
That's the 4th time for Ray that he started a hitter 3-0. And only one has resulted in a walk as he comes back to strike out Machado. As Ty France will take strike 1. Yeah, Ray coming into the game leading Major League Baseball in walks per 9. The lowest strike percentage, just 1 walk tonight. And 1 plate appearance over 5 pitches. And he showed you he'd been very economical throughout the night as he jumps ahead of France, 0-2.
There's that changeup again.
Think it's his best pitch?
Right now I think it is, especially if he keeps it down. Especially got heater up, change down. A little bit of depth to it for the swing and miss. Last time up, it struck him out on a 4-seamer up in the zone, Ty France. That was in the 4th inning.
Runner goes in Rengifo, and a ground ball foul at third base. Foul ball, the indication. Costa's trying to grab it or went foul and apply the tag at the same time. A foul ball, the indication. Dylan Smith up in the pen. Swing and a miss, and France down on strikes. Back-to-back Ks for Ray. 6 in all. We're headed to the 7th with the Giants on top 4-1.
Beautiful lawns take 0 effort.
4-1. Giants have the lead over the Padres as we head to the 7th inning. We'll check out exciting concerts happening at Petco Park this summer, including Jason Aldean and Luke Bryan, My Chemical Romance, and more. Explore all upcoming shows, buy tickets, and request suite information online at Padres.com/concerts. Now, I never know what your band name is, Mud, so I don't know if you're performing here or not. I don't know if you're planning on it.
No, we're taking a little time off.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
okay.
Just a little respite.
For the season?
Yeah, for the season. We'll be back, and I'll be letting people know where we're playing.
And hopefully what the band name is these days.
We're still working on the band name. Oh, a lot of love in that Giants tag out for Robbie Ray.
That's it, huh?
Logan Webb sharing some love.
Well, that's a good development.
Yep.
Well, if it is his last outing in a Giants uniform, very good outing for him. It was a showcase for somebody else. A swing and a miss for Eldridge, and pretty good showcase right now for Randy Vasquez, who has retired all 6 that he's faced since coming into the game.
Randy is not wasting any time, going right after these Giants hitters, and this last pitch was a cut fastball. Just a little bit of movement. Swings right underneath it.
This is grounded up the middle into center field. A base hit for Devers, his 3rd hit of this game. He's also got a sac fly. And very productive.
This is a cutter as well. The only difference, though, that one's up and it moves right towards the middle, the heart of the plate. Devers on it.
14 straight strikes. All strikes last inning for Vasquez. So Randy is making a case to get his spot in the rotation back again.
Every inning is important for Randy Vasquez. Wants to make his presence known and get that ball once every 5 days. You want to be one of the 5 consistently.
As they get our ump cam presented by Toyota. And a liner towards right center field. That's trouble. Devers does not run that well. He is going to get to third, and they're going to stop him there. It is a double, and it's second and third. First hit of the night for Jung-Hoo Lee.
This ball is center cut, but it's right above the knees. Four-seamer. He just drops the head to the pull side. And as Don mentioned, not a lot of speed right there. So, hey, time to pull up there. Pull up the reins. Brakes work.
Second and third, one out. Last inning was the only inning that the Giants didn't have at least 2 men on. Giants have struggled with runners in scoring position. They're 0 for 6 as a team tonight and have left 7 men aboard. Infield in for the Padres. Second and third, one out. And Adames grounds one foul outside of third. Over by the Giants' house, just beyond it. There's timeout granted here to Adames. Down on the count, 0-2. Adames off the end of the bat. Man, broke it. He's checking his twig, see if he fractured it, and I think he did. Cupped area at the top.
Yeah.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority. The San Diego Padres may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the San Diego Padres. Devers at third, Lee at second, one out here in the Giants' 7th inning. Adames trying to add on. And a grounder towards third base. Machado's coming home, and he will be out.
Manny had to fire a strike right here. It's a tag play, and thrown perfectly to Campusano to erase Devers. The snap throw.
Here's a look at our dirt cam presented by Murray Lampert Design. Build, remodel. Dirt flying everywhere. So now first and third with 2 down. Susac lifts a fly ball. Foul ground. France will not have a play.
Really nice job by home plate umpire Willie Tranter. He was like a hawk. He was looking in there like eagle eye. Got a great view of that play right at home plate. Yeah, with the ump cam and everything. I mean, he had to take off his mask, but he was right there like a hawk. Let's take a look. All right, ball's in play. Okay, now he's got to get in a position, right? Like a hawk.
Runner goes at first. The pitch is low. No throw. And into scoring position goes Adames at second base. And he's stolen base for Adames. Susak with a 2-run home run in the second. Sac fly in the fifth. Driven in 3 runs in this game from his number 7 spot in the order. We'll foul off another. It's 1-2. Well, the home run that he hit back in the second inning, his 3rd home run of the last 2 days.
That's a nice swing. Got to that one, sent it a long way.
Second basket. Western Metal Building. Now he bats here with a chance to add on again for the Giants. They've had opportunities all night and have stranded 7 men through the first 6 innings. Second and third, 2 down. On the ground towards shortstop as Bogart's on the run and in time to end the inning. Out of the jam is Vasquez. 7th inning stretch. Giants have a 4-1 lead.
Well, Robbie Ray told the slap for the 21st time for the Giants this evening, and the left-hander doesn't throw that hard, about 92, 93. It's exactly what the scouting report said. Fastballs up, change-ups, breaking stuff down, and outs through 6 innings for the left-hander. 6 on the four-seamer. He had the knuckle curve working. He did really well as far as pitches per inning, 16 and 15, probably the most. 3 on the sinker, 3 on the changeup for Robbie Ray. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run. He struck out 6 for the veteran left-hander.
He departs with a chance for his 10th win of the year. Came in individually at 9-6. Handshakes all around. And to the pen we go as Caleb Killian into the game.
3-run lead, and this is one of the things that the Giants this season overall haven't been able to hold leads. 44th game for Killian. ERA almost at 4.5. More strikeouts than innings pitched. He's allowed 5 homers.
Jackson Merrill batting for the 3rd time in this game. As one of the 4 Padres hits, he singled to left back in the second inning. Did he go? No. We'll check with John Tom Payne, 3rd base umpire.
Well, for Killian on the season, he's had 11 save opportunities. He's got 8 saves on the season, coming here in the bottom of the 7th. So in save opportunities, 9 2/3. ERA right at 14. Non-saves, 1.67 at 32 3/3. Wow.
To right field, Lee on the run will get there to make the catch.
That ball not hooking enough. It's a breaking ball right into the swing path. Center cut. Hoping that ball's going to hook away from Lee, but he hauls it in.
One down in the 7th inning. Luis Campusano. Quiet night so far for Campusano, grounding into a DP in the 2nd and striking out swinging in the 4th inning. Again, that was all against Robbie Ray, who has departed after 86 pitches and 6 innings tonight. Padres have had a lot of misfortune as far as hard hit balls. They had 3 balls in play over 105 miles per hour, and they've all resulted in outs.
Yeah, you know what that is?
That's a
big league game with them. I hate to say it, but hey, it happens to everybody, right?
I thought you were going to say it's an atom ball.
That's an atom ball, too, as well. But, you know, first of all, that's baseball. And sometimes you're not rewarded. You've got the perfect swing. You square it up. It's 105, 110 off the bat, and it's right at a guy. And then you make that great pitch. You break a guy's shillelagh. It's a little duck snort over the first baseman's head for a double.
It's a crazy game.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And that's ball 4. He loses him. A one-out walk for Campusano. Second walk handed out by Giants pitching tonight. Bring up Xander Bogaerts. Xander has one of the 4 Padres hits, single to center in the second to drive in a run. The only run the Padres have.
Well, Donnie, don't look now, but what inning is it we're in?
This is the 7th.
Yeah, what are the Padres known for?
Late innings, 7 through 9.
There you go.
They're a plus 53 in run differential.
Yeah. Look at the home runs, leading Major League Baseball with 48.
Coming late.
Yep.
Late to the party, as you like to say.
Yeah.
Pokes it foul off to the right out of play. Hentges is now up in the pen. Killian in first. After 6 innings from Ray giving up just the 1 run. Bogaerts grounds one softly by the mound. Arise will go to second for 1. On to first, not in time. Not hit that hard. And really no chance to turn the DP, I don't think. Although it was relatively close. 4-6 on the force out.
Yeah, as an infielder, you know, like you said, Don, it's not hit that hard, so at least get an out so they get the lead runner. Then, boy, watch him hump it up here at shortstop. Adames, fire it up. As the inning continues.
Bogaerts at first, 2 down for Jake Cronenworth. Jake has grounded out to third, fouled out to third. Down the left field line, foul. Bogaerts at first with 2 away here in the Padres' 7th inning. Staying away again, and the count evens at 2-2. I think he went. He did, and he struck him out to end the inning. We are headed to the 8th in San Diego. It's getting late. Giants have a 4-1 lead.
Welcome back to Petco Park, everybody. Right now, the Giants lead our Padres 4-1. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Bob Scanlon and I are working on the post-game show for you. We're going to break down Robbie Ray. Boy, he was just, I think, dealing with his own issues because the Padre offense just not able to take charge of anything there. But we'll show you what was working for him. You're going to hear from Craig Stammen. Might take a look around the league, check on some of the other teams that are in contention for a wild card spot. And, of course, we'll get you set for Game 2 of this 4-game series, Don.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We look forward to that as we move to the 8th inning. And more Randy Vasquez.
Yeah, you don't want to miss the big show with Mike Pomerantz and the big tall right-hander Bob Scanlon. Whoa, hey now.
Popped up left side. Bogarts on the short lawn and left will make the catch route number 1. Cray retired. Vasquez has done a very nice job since coming in. There's not a lot of run. As the first out of the 8th, he has been the bulk guy. Three innings so far. And here is Koss from the number 9 spot in the order. To center, having Merrill go back and still going, leaps and makes the catch. Almost over his head, but he's able to quickly get back and reel it in over the shoulder. Nicely done. A little Merrill madness out there in center.
Oh, he can cover some ground, yo. Take a look at it. Right over his head. He's got to go. He feels track and hauls it in. That is not an easy play, folks. Randy's like, thank you.
2 down in the 8th. Flips the order over for Luis Arraez. Inning at 3:31 coming in. No hits. Popped out to short, grounded out to second, and hit by a pitch. And last time up, flight out to left. That's Arraez, a Padre in 2024 and 2025. Part of that year, of course, was a Miami Marlin. But in his 117 games in San Diego that first year, at 318. 2-2.
Wow, 3-time batting champ, huh? How about that? We witnessed it, one of them.
3 different teams.
Yep, 4-time All-Star, Silver Slugger Award 2 times.
Right side to second base. Cronenworth on to first for the out. It's a 9-pitch inning. The 1-2-3-8, the 4-1 Giants lead.
Coast into better banking. Insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
4-1 Giants have lead over the Padres. It is time now for our pitch speeds powered by Snapdragon.
And how do you do that? Well, you get on your computer and work a little magic from Snapdragon. And Caleb Killian, 98, 97.7.
Is that what your computer says?
It says, yeah, pitch speed here. Caleb Killian. Killian.
Yeah, top 3. You had them all.
Yeah, Killian, I'll be back. Only in a rerun. Go. Yeah, so check yours out on a computer. It's all right here.
Keep an eye on that one because I think it's going to get higher than that, perhaps.
Snapdragon. Love it.
Sheets is going to pitch in. Dylan Smith into the game now for the Giants.
Okay, let's see if the Padres can work some late inning magic as Dylan Smith enters his 20th game. Nice ERA. He's got 5 holds. He's given up a couple of home runs. See if Dylan has any trouble here against Gavin Sheets. Hey, work a walk. That wouldn't be a bad thing. Well, Dylan Smith only 17 innings, fewer hits with 11, and opponents only hitting 180 off the right-hander.
In there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Third unused tonight by the Giants. Ball 3. Killian went an inning, giving it no hits, no runs. Walked 1, struck out 1. Smith wants a new baseball. Top of the order, Fernando waiting on deck as the Padres bat here in the 8th, trailing by 3. Full count now. Sheets getting his hitter's timeout. Pitch hitting for Jace Bowen, who had been 0 for 2, lining out and striking out. Smith has been very good lately. Last 6 relief appearances, encompassing 5 2/3 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, and only 1 hit allowed. One of the high leverage relievers they use.
Well,
Sheets making him work.
Yeah, Dylan Smith was drafted by the Padres in the 18th round back in 2018, but he elected to go to college. Part of the Crimson Tide, went to the University of Alabama, and then drafted by the Detroit Tigers.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, Roll Tide.
8th pitch of this plate appearance, pitch hitting is Sheets. And he struck him out for out number 1 of the 8th inning. That
was straight challenge at 96. 4-seam fastball right down the middle to Gavin Sheets. 4-seamer. And the ump cam. There it is.
1 down in the 8th for Fernando. He's got one of the 4 Padres hits in this game. And a single to center back in the 1st inning. Off the Giants starter, Robbie Ray. Giants are out hitting the Padres 10-4. Line to center field. McCray is there for out number 2.
That was 106 off the bat. Remember what you were talking about earlier, Don? Ball's hit well. That's Cray.
2 down, Luis Rengifo. Went aboard twice tonight. And after flying out to center in the 1st, he walked in the 3rd, doubled in the 6th inning. Strike makes it 2-1. Curveball dropping in. Dylan Smith, the first 2 outs here of the 8th. Fouled off over by the on deck circle where Machado waits. He's going to take his hitter's timeout as There's Manny waiting on deck. Down the left field line, foul. Full count. Good plate appearance here for Rengifo. To left and a base hit for Rengifo, taking it the other way. Second hit of the night, third time he's been aboard.
You know, we saw that Dylan Smith fastball at 98. He blew it by Gavin Sheets, and this last pitch is Luis, when he's swinging that really well, that breaking ball, he stays on it, that sweeper, and takes it the other way. Doesn't try to do too much, doesn't come out of his shoes, just spanks it and gets on for Manny.
For 3 tonight for Manning. 2 strikeouts, a foul out. So Rengifo with that base hit with 2 down. His 5th multi-hit game. And 12 games played with the Padres. Multi-hit machine.
Oh, yeah.
Finds his way to the lineup. Keeps doing that. Tonight he is the DH at first base. And there's ball 3. 3-0 down to Machado. Strike called. Manny's challenging.
The pitch is called a strike. The batter's challenging.
ABS powered by T-Mobile.
The call is confirmed. The pitch is a strike. San Diego Padres challenging.
It's a sinker. Brings it back just a little bit. Splits that outside corner at the knees.
Popped up foul off to the right out of play, and a full count now. Rengifo at first, 2 down in the 8th. Machado down the line and left, but he's out ahead. Next pitch will be 26 in this inning for Smith. Machado again down the left field line, foul.
Second time in a row, 3-2. He's throwing that big breaking ball. They call it a sweeper, but it's really just a big breaking ball. It's like a slurve, biggest slurve.
7 or more pitches to 3 or 4 batters face this inning for Smith. It's been a long battle for the right-hander. 8th pitch of this plate appearance for Machado. And he struck him out. Man, he strikes out for the third time tonight. 4-1 Giants as we head to the ninth. Giants have the lead over the Padres as we move to the ninth inning in San Diego. Let's take a look at our Mission Fed Credit Union drone cam. 42,758 inside. The 42nd sellout of the year for the Padres here at Petco Park in San Diego. Ramos leading it off and fouling it off to the right out of play. Vasquez has been in this game since the 5th as Sheets stays in the game after pinch hitting for Bowen. Takes over for him in left field defensively. Ooh. Oh. Home plate umpire got that one.
Oh, I hope the ump cam's okay.
Willie Trainer.
I think Willie's okay. He's checking the camera. Oh, this. Oh, square in the forehead. And he bounced back. Ump cam, here it is. Throws up on us.
Up the middle. Diving is Cronenworth. His throw will be late. That's good though to get there at all for Jake.
Well, we saw Jake make one heck of a play yesterday to his right, and this one getting to it, that's something. But having to get to his feet and then his momentum going toward the outfield, no chance of getting him there. But really good on the front end.
The runner on here in the ninth inning for the Giants. Bryce Eldridge trying to hold up. He goes around though. Eldridge single to center in the first, single to left in the third. Since then, 2 strikeouts. Staying away from him and missing for ball 2. That time came in and he cleaned it out, but fouled. Over to the Padres house, first base side.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're watching the replay right now, you are not going to believe what's going to happen in the ninth inning. That's so awesome.
Ball 3. Runner goes and a fly ball headed to left center, and coming in is Merrill, and under to make the catch for out number 1 of the ninth inning. Back to first goes Ramos. One out, one on, and Rafael Devers coming up here. Longest relief appearance for Vasquez of his career. 6th time this season. Padres pitcher has completed 4 innings out of the pen. And part of this committee is we've got a
pitcher
challenge.
called the ball. The catcher challenges.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Just one remaining challenge, and he's right.
The call's overturned. San Diego has 1 challenge remaining.
3-hit night tonight for Devers and a sac fly as Eric Miller gets ready in the pen. Popped up, foul ground. That should get back into the seats, and it will.
Big inning for Randy Vasquez to hold these Giants to 4 so they can try to break their hearts in the bottom half of the ninth. As we've mentioned, the bullpen has been a little fuzzy over the course of the whole season for San Francisco.
Devers fouls it off Campusano.
Top of the right foot.
Now for Devers tonight, his 4th 3-hit game of the season. Waiting on a 1-2 pitch. And it's to left center. Over goes Merrill to make the catch. Out number 2, and back to first goes Ramos. Thought that may find a gap. It does not, thanks to Jackson Merrill quickly getting over there. So 2 down, Ramos at first, and it brings up Lee. Runner takes off. Here's the throw. It is high and safely into second base. The stolen base is Ramos.
Well, the Giants trying to get into scoring position, and with 2 outs, take away that force at second base.
Lee with a swing and a miss. That was a sword right there.
Yeah, it was. Only the 3rd stolen base for Ramos.
So the Giants 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. They have left 9 men on base. Not one hit with the runner in scoring position. They've had a ton.
Yeah. The 2-run shot helped them in the 2nd inning off the bat of Susak. Sign says stay away, fool, because love rules at the Susak.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch will be 60 in relief for Randy Vasquez.
Randy's got to finish off strong right here. There you see the breakdown, 60 total. Really good, 46 strikes. Really good for Randy.
Ball 3, full count. Adames waits on deck here for the Giants. Are on 2 outs in the inning. With Ramos at second base and a 3-2 pitch to Lee.
Oh, that's a good pitch.
And that's ball 4. Comes Ruben Niebla with runners at first and second. Willie Adames another chance with men on.
Ruben, just a wealth of information. I mean, he knows so much lives and dies with every pitch, charts every pitch. He knows what hitters like to swing at, what they're good at swinging at, and so he'll try to counter. Okay, Randy, this pitch here, let's try to stay here with this certain pitch because this is what he struggles with. So the Giants got a chance to add on. Let's see what Randy does here to counter. Try to get an early out and get out of this inning with throwing few pitches to Adames.
First and second, 2 down. Adames, a 1 for 4 night. He doubled back in the second inning. Giants trying to obtain some insurance here in the 9th inning. And a challenge that time.
The pitch is called the ball. The catcher's challenging.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Ooh.
The call ball is confirmed. The pitch is a ball. San Diego is out of challenging.
Adames on the ground is short. Bogaerts will go to second base for the force out. That'll end the inning. We are headed to the bottom of the 9th inning in San Diego. When we come back to San Diego, Ty France will lead it off.
Hey, Kevin.
4-1. Giants have the lead. Padres coming up here in the last of the 9th inning. New pitcher into the game, Eric Miller, trying to grab the save here tonight for the Giants in game 1.
Well, usually when the other Miller's on the hill here at Petco Park, it's a good thing. But first things first, the Padres trying to battle back. Eric Miller, the left-hander, 37th game out of Stanford University, so he feels right at home in the Bay Area with these Giants. Trying to look for his 4th save this season. It would be the 4th of his career.
Ty France leads it off and takes strike 1. That's hit by a pitch in the second inning. Scored the lone Padres run. And an RBI single by Xander Bogaerts. Since then, he struck out twice. Full time swinging. This has been a rotating job. Giants this season at 20 saves, 9 different pitchers with a save. Miller has 3, the second most in the team. Killian, who we saw earlier, has 8. He pitched the 7th, though.
Yep.
Foul back, 2-2. Got a 4 and save opportunities, though, for Eric Miller, who takes over here in the 9th inning. Jolts it foul just above the Padres dugout. They're housed on the first base side. So the Giants have 20 saves, but they have 15 blown saves. On the ground towards second base. A rise on to first for the first out of the 9th inning.
Positioned perfectly was a rise on that grounder off the bat of Ty.
One out for Jackson Merrill. Singled in the second inning. A 1-for-3 night for the Padres center fielder. Strike called, and it's 0-2. Strike 3. Got him to chase a slider off the plate. 2 down in the ninth.
Well, the Giants started this game with Robbie Ray, the left-hander, trying to finish it off with the left-hander Miller, and there's the big breaking ball. Talk about expanding the strike zone. Miller does a good job with that pitch.
So 2 down for Luis Campusano. Grounded into a DP in the second, struck out in the fourth, walked in the seventh. Line to center and a base hit. Keeping it going here is Campusano. His first hit of the night. Second time he's been aboard. A 2-out knock.
Trying to at least get that tying runner to the plate right here, and Campusano will gladly sacrifice that shillelagh for a big league knock.
Rodolfo Duran pinch running at first base. Here's Xander Bogaerts, who's driven in the lone Padres run, a single to center in the second. Taps this one foul for strike 1. With knock in Ty France, and the Padres only run of the night. Fly ball to center field, and McRae will make the catch that ends the ball game. The Giants take the first game of this 4-game series. A 4-1 victory tonight in San Diego. They out-hit the Padres 11-6 in the game, and got very good pitching tonight from Robbie Ray, who will win his 10th game. It might be his last in a Giants uniform, but the victory for Ray, as the loss to Sears, as the Padres drop the first game of the 4-game series against the Giants. The final again tonight, San Francisco 4, San Diego 1. Thank you for watching Padres baseball, presented by Major League Baseball. For Mark Grant and Mary Louise Cook, I'm Don Orsillo. Now stay tuned for the Padres postgame show.